A frog, a cricket, and a moonbeams song deep in the heart of a whispering meadow, where cattails swayed like dancers and fireflies blinked like tiny lanterns. There lived a frog named Filbert. Filbert was a green, bumpy fellow with legs as springy as rubber bands and eyes as big as buttons. He had one great talent, croaking louder than any other frog in the land. Re-bit. Filbert's ribbit could shake the pond, wake up sleeping turtles, and even make squirrels drop their acorns in surprise. But there was a problem. Filbert wanted to sing, not just croak-sing. Like the nightingales, like the crickets, like the soft hum of the wind through the reeds. He wanted his voice to be sweet, smooth, and beautiful. But no matter how hard he tried, all that came out was rebet brock. "That's not singing," said Cricketson, his tiny, musical best friend. "That sounds like a bullfrog stepping on a squeaky toy." Filbert sighed. "I know, but I want to make music. I want my voice to be magical." Cricket patted Filbert's webbed foot. "Maybe you're just not meant to sing, buddy. Some frogs croak, some crickets chirp. That's the way the meadow works." But Filbert refused to accept that, so he tried everything. He took voice lessons from a wise old owl named Professor Hootington. He attempted to hum like the bees. He even tried to yodel like the mountain goats. No matter what he did, Filbert still sounded like, well, Filbert. One evening, as Filbert sat on a lily pad feeling sorry for himself, a soft, glowing light drifted down from the sky. It shimmered, it twinkled, it hummed. "Who's there?" Filbert called. A voice as smooth as silver replied, "It is I, Moonbeam." Filbert and Cricket gasped. Right before them floated a ribbon of light, glowing with soft magic. The Moonbeam. Cricket squeaked. "You mean like from the actual moon?" "It's the very same Moonbeam," replied, twirling in the air like a dancer. "I've been watching you, Filbert. You long to sing, don't you?" Filbert's eyes grew wide. "More than anything. But I don't have a beautiful voice like Cricket or the birds." Moonbeams swirled around him. "You're looking at it the wrong way. You keep trying to sound like something you're not." But real music isn't about copying others, it's about finding your own song. Filbert blinked. "But my song is just ribbit." "And yet," Moonbeam said, "I hear music in it. You just have to listen differently." Filbert sat very still. He closed his eyes. He listened. He heard the gentle plop of water droplets landing in the pond, the rustle of the cattails swaying in the night breeze, the soft hum of crickets, the whisper of the fireflies zipping through the reeds. And for the first time, he didn't try to copy the birds or the bees. He simply felt the music. Filbert took a deep breath and ribbit, ribbit, brib, pribbit. It was deep. It was rich. It was like the sound of a summer night, of wet earth and swaying reeds. It wasn't the high, chirpy melody of a bird. It wasn't the delicate hum of the bees. It was Filbert's song. The meadow fell silent. Then the fireflies blinked in rhythm. The wind swirled in harmony. Even the owls gave a respectful hoot. Cricket wiped a tiny tear. "Filbert, that was beautiful." Moonbeam sparkled. "See, you didn't need to change your voice. You just needed to hear your own song." Filbert grinned so wide that his cheeks almost touched his eyeballs. He and Cricket sang together that night cricket's chirps and Filbert's deep. Rolling ribbits blended into something new, something that sounded like home. From that day forward, Filbert wasn't just the loudest frog in the meadow. He was the singing frog. And every evening when the moon shone bright, Moonbeam would hum along to the song she had helped create. And if you listen closely on a warm summer night, you just might hear it too. The end.